Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to that favorite time of day. It is 12 o'clock Central Standard Time here, Wednesday, and it is the worst show on the internet. That's right, Full Gruntle here for another installment of 45 minutes of shenanigans. Break away from your desk, find your favorite shitter, smash that share button. What are you looking for, Dan?
My head's cut off. I'm trying to... Do I got to get up and fix the camera?
They got to adjust your camera.
Lower your seat.
Oh yeah, lower your seat, bud.
I'm short enough.
You're a midget. What are I think your feet swinging off the ground?
Wow, not a midget. 5'10".
You were short. You were short for a male.
What are you talking about?
If you're under 5'10" as a man, are you really?
I'm 5'10".
5'10" and under.
Show us your driver's license.
Are you really a man?
Listen, it's not the vertical, it's the horizontal.
I could, you know what would be the worst thing in the world is being short.
It's not that bad.
It smells different.
Well, that's midget.
Just the world in general smells. You're lower. You're lower.
Yeah, you're definitely
heavier air.
Little nutsack.
I mean,
air.
A foot is that's
especially in San Antonio when it's hot.
We got the phone book for Dan.
Well, anyways, welcome everybody. It is that time of day. It's been a while since we've been. Yeah, we were on. Were we on last week? I can't remember. My memory is so bad. There's so
I
much
just been
going
out of the
on
office, so that's why.
Yeah. So, well, welcome back, everybody. I hope you have a couple laughs with us today. Smash that share button. We might give away some stuff today. It's Friday the 13th coming up. Dan.
Yeah,
I know this is not your jam, Halloween or any holiday in America,
except for the 4th of July, the Marine Corps birthday.
Any big plans? Are you going to stay inside? Are you superstitious?
No, I don't give a crap about any of that stuff. Yeah, because it's apparently there's a blood moon, eclipse, and
yeah, they're canceling my son's baseball game because they're afraid all the kids are going to be looking at the sun.
It's like 10 minutes.
You remember when you were a kid when they gave you like
shoebox.
the card, right? The note card, and you poke a hole in it, and you're like, oh, there's the sun.
Or you get the shoebox with the filter on it.
Oh yeah,
which did not protect you from anything.
No.
I'm gonna watch the eclipse. Wow.
Yeah. So apparently San Antonio is supposed to have one of the best views of these solar eclipses.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's just not my jam. Like I don't get. Wow.
Astrology.
It's been happening forever. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to do what?
Well, it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, Friday the 13th too.
And it's the blood moon.
Woo.
And so what is the blood moon? Is that just like it's closer to the atmosphere, so it looks differently?
What is a blood moon? I don't know.
It happens when the Earth's moon is in total lunar eclipse. Well, it has.
There's no blood moon this week. That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
When is the blood moon?
October 28th.
I'm just not a Halloween.
October 28th?
Like, I'm not into all that superstition.
So we got a couple weeks before that.
Fancy whatever.
You don't believe in any superstition?
No. Why? Nothing ever comes true.
Really?
Nobody's met a vampire yet, have they?
Well, I mean, what do you consider a vampire?
I mean,
there's all sorts of bloodsuckers.
Listen, all this shit came out back when mankind was stupid, right? And they believe all this crap about the vampires and werewolves. It was just people are stupid.
But what about the people that the scientific evidence of they're finding skeletons with like rocks in the people's mouths, so they keep them from and they drive a spike through their skull to keep their mouth closed.
They were stupid back in the day. If you had beef with your neighbor, like, yo, that motherfucker's he's biting necks and drinking blood, man. He's a vampire. Next thing you know, the lynch mob comes. They burn his house down. They stake him through the heart. Your neighborly problem is over. No, that dog ain't shit on your lawn no more.
Right? It's taking out the land.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's now with today's technology and everything that we have. There is still no definitive proof of a ghost.
I would like to. So, what would you have been doing if you were living during the time of the Salem witch trials?
Are we talking like Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness, where I went back in time and I had all this cool shit, so people thought I was a god, like a lighter? Be like,
yes, yeah. If you got to ash yourself back to the time of the Salem witch trials,
oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Like. And everybody's saying, if she floats, she's a witch.
Yes.
But she's dead either way.
Yes.
Right. If she sinks, she's a witch.
Yes.
What would you do?
I would just shoot everybody. I would be like, yo, Yo, she's hot. Get off her.
Ow.
Sorry, Michael.
Shot Michael in the face.
Like, why are you killing her? Because she's hot?
Oh, yeah, maybe rejection.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Thou art a witch. You not take this member.
Oh man.
Just people were dumb back then. They're still dumb.
No, yeah, I don't think education is
Like, with all the technology we have, you're going to tell me that nobody sat down and actually had a conversation with a ghost? Like a real one? Like, hey, bro, what's going on?
I saw a ghost before.
How's it floating?
I saw a ghost. I was terrified.
Really?
Yeah, I fell down a flight of stairs, running from it. Yeah, it was a child. I was like maybe 11. It was real, man.
Nobody's ever been killed by a ghost.
Have you seen some of the stuff that's floating around the internet?
The internet.
Bonjour.
We're talking about a generation now that gets life advice from TikTok. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So you've
That's
never
true.
seen a ghost?
I've never seen a ghost. It's all a bunch
There's a ghost in this building.
I know. I heard the noises, but it's just old ass pipes and shit.
These are brand new pipes. There was no pipes in this building.
Well,
when we bought
whatever. They're old new pipes.
You're gonna book Dan and Night at the Manger down the
What?
street.
Yeah. Where do you think the Friday the 13th superstition came from?
Back in the day, people were stupid. They
No.
just made up a day.
Well,
Like, hey, when this day falls, everybody stay home.
Well, there's a theory that I guess I subscribe to. That Friday the 13th was a big day in Masonic history. It was the day that Jacques de Molay was burned at the stake.
Who's that?
He was the leader of the Knights Templar.
Oh, okay. You see, I mean, I can get some of that stuff, but it's still no ghost shit goes on.
No, no ghosts at all.
No, Halloween is Old Hallows Eve. It's the eve of All Saints Day or some shit. I don't know. I'm not religious.
Have you ever read like the early writings of what's that called? What's the dude, the Headless Horseman?
Sleepy Hollow.
Ichabod Crane, right? You ever read the legends, before that was made into a book? There was legends of Ichabod Crane, and
Yeah.
those are pretty fucking creepy.
People are stupid. Stay off my land. So I'm going to make up this thing about a headless horseman. It's just a guy in a coat over his head. Like, woo, get out of my woods.
You're probably not wrong.
I'm telling you, people back then were I mean,
They were very religious.
Very
almost
religious.
orthodox.
And then you got the guy that came around with you can protect yourself from vampires by drinking my elixir. It also cures herpes and all this other
Got a
ailments.
syphilitis.
Yeah. All the dude was in the back was he got some mouthwash and put like a dab of freaking goddamn opium in it.
Yeah.
And everybody was
is that what CBD is today?
what's the difference between CBD and why don't you just smoke weed?
It's for the people that have drug tests, I guess.
But I don't know. It's not my jam.
Yeah,
I don't know these
I don't
things. Like,
I mean, I'm sure there's some. Well, there is some properties.
there's CBD, there's Delta, there's all these crazy things. I don't know what it is.
It's technology, man. Like just stripping everything to make you high.
That's like, what is this, the wish.com version of freaking weed? Like, you too poor to find yourself some good bud, but take this
Right.
oil.
I would like the day when there was only two types of marijuana. There's the good stuff, and then there's the ditch weed.
The oregano.
That was like the very compressed, like you spent more time picking beans out of it than you did.
Skunk weed.
Enjoying
Is that
it.
what it's called? I don't know these things.
Well, yeah. So you're not going to be doing anything for Halloween.
No, not my
You're not
jam.
even going to dress up for the.
I
custom
said
contest?
it once. I'll say it again. I deal with enough fake people wearing masks every day of my life, pretending to be somebody else that I don't need a day to celebrate it.
Yeah. Do you watch horror movies?
I will.
Yeah.
I am intrigued by like the ones that are about like the devil and possession and stuff like that.
I like those. I like a good like the early Omens. Really good.
The First Exorcist, like things like that, I can get down with.
Poltergeist was great.
Yo, that was a good one too.
Yeah, that was terrifying as a kid, actually.
Like, but these other slasher movies, like, how many fucking times does the same guy die?
Well, that's the thing I guess. Like, why are we still getting origin stories on Michael Myers?
What are we on? Halloween 27? And the first like 5 were good, when you're a kid. But then it's like the final chapter, the dead Michael Myers dies. Wait, now he's back alive. Now he's gonna fight Freddy Krueger and Jason and all these other people. Like,
I think they had a great idea when they deviated, but I think it was like Halloween 3, where it was like the witch season.
oh no, I didn't like that one because of that stupid commercial.
I thought it was
days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock, whatever the hell it was.
I thought it was great because it got you a different story than Michael Myers. Like, how many times we get to see this guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
I
So,
disagree with you on that one.
is there any good horror flicks coming out? I feel like the horror genre has gone downhill.
I don't know. I think I started this series. I forgot the name of it. It's in like some old fishing town or something like that.
There's not really like a good frightening anymore. Good frightening.
No, everything's like these stupid jump scare things now.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
I did hear that they're bringing the retconning Toxic Avenger.
Really? See, I can get down Toxic.
Peter Dinklage is going to be in it.
Oh,
ooh,
right? I mean, that's going to be like anything with a good midget in it. It's going to be.
I think the last horror movie that had any sort of originality was like The Human Centipede.
That was really good. The first one
was disturbing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was peculiar.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some good thought. There's a lot of
plausible.
There's a lot of thought there.
I like the ones that are like plausible.
Yeah. If you had to, if Dan became a serial killer, how would you do it? Like, what would your method of
I don't know. I
proclivity?
Thought about this daily for the past 20 years. Everyone would be different. You got to study.
Oh yeah. You have to
stylize it, make it look like an accident.
No. You want to.
Oh, you want to see the
like you're a serial killer.
Oh,
so what is your signature?
This is your art.
I got it. So I got to put myself in a different mindset that when I see the life come out of somebody's eyeballs,
the sudden urge to have sex with a dead body.
I don't think I could become a serial killer because my wiener works.
Oh my God.
I mean, if you look at all these stories, it's always something that keeps them from getting aroused.
Yeah, they're very deprived.
But they kill somebody, and all of a sudden, bing!
Yeah,
it's like,
and it's mostly with their mother. Weird, right?
Yeah, like I never slept with my mom, and my wiener works, so I cannot be a serial killer. Although I have thought about killing a lot of people.
So really, like, there's nothing that over the years that you'd really go for.
Can't say it.
You want to give away your tactics?
The FBI will be here.
We have 15 unsolved cases.
Dan would poison people with his lasagna.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Every time I bring in food, I got to stop. I got chicken parm.
There was a woman that was doing that up in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, in the late 80s. She was going to the elderly and dropping food off. Like, there was a program, right, that they would drop food off for the elderly at their homes. And she was one of the people. It was like Laura Dorn or some shit like that.
Good Lord.
And she was poisoning the food. I remember listening to this on the radio. It was like a big thing during that time period.
Yeah, I think Brandon pointed it out because I put out the tray lasagna and everybody just swarmed it.
Yeah.
You can kill this whole office.
Oh, yeah, easily. Like one drop of fentanyl. Everybody's dead. That's how I do it.
I wouldn't kill everybody. I would just like give them like
I would drop a drop. I'd put like a gallon of fentanyl in the water supply.
I would just knock everybody out and go to sleep at my desk for the rest of the day. And everybody wakes up. Oh man, what happened? I was like, oh no, it's time to go home.
It's time to go home. Yeah,
you would want to see the reaction.
Michael, what about you? You're a pretty Christian dude. You got some weird thoughts in your mind.
Well, you grew up in a cult.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what a signature would be.
Kool-Aid?
I don't think I've gotten
like
that
a
dark.
Colombian bow tie.
What was that?
Colombian bow tie.
What is the Colombian bow tie?
Where you cut the neck and rip the tongue out.
Yeah, and fashion it like.
And then you watch him go.
What's that movie with Martin Short? Rips his throat out. Similar to that.
Martin Short.
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence.
I was going to say neither
He's
of them can do that to
Bad
anybody.
Boys.
Oh, maybe
The best throat ripping movie was Roadhouse.
Oh yeah,
Eagle claws that
yeah.
dude right in the throat, man. That was one of my favorite movies, especially when I was doing like bouncing for a long time.
Yeah.
My cousin would be like, "Do you and your bouncer buddies watch Roadhouse before you go to bounce at work?" I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You did, didn't you? Pump yourself
Maybe.
up.
Michael is
Be
poisoned
nice.
the Kool-Aid.
Be nice.
I just saw a movie that Jean-Claude Van Damme was in a movie. It's called The Bouncer. It was actually not terrible.
Have you seen Jean-Claude Van Johnson?
No.
You have to.
I'm afraid.
Michael, Jean-Claude Van Johnson?
I have not seen that.
It is the greatest movie. It's episodic, so it's a show.
Oh, okay.
And
I heard about that.
So it's Jean-Claude Van Damme he's the actor, right? We all know him to be, but he's in this series. Actually, it pulls the layer back that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually a CIA agent and a serial assassin. In every movie that he's been in was a job for the government. So it goes through all his timelines of movies.
My God.
It is one of the best Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Where'd you watch that?
I'm going to break my Tim ban.
I watch weird shit, man.
Amazon Prime. Okay.
I'm going to break my Tim ban on that.
It's good.
Because after what you did to me with that stupid Adam Sandler movie.
Hubie?
Yeah.
Hubie Halloween?
Yes.
It's still one of my favorites. You just don't appreciate good humor, Dan.
No, there's good humor, and then there's you need to be like trash with all your boys.
That's Adam
funny.
Sandler.
Yeah.
Every one of his movies. Like, were you again? I ask this question every time we talk about Adam Sandler, but like, are you expecting to walk into an Emmy award-winning display of acting?
You never know. You never know these days. You defended him.
It's his same
the
friend.
Jeweler movie thing.
The Jeweler movie was actually pretty good.
Uncut Gems was great.
Yeah. See.
And the only reason he did Hubie Halloween is because he didn't win an award for the Uncut Gems. So he said,
he's got debt, man. He's got debt.
Actually, every actor has like those filler movies that they just have to by contract fulfill so they can get paid.
How about what's his name? Nick Cage, man.
Oh God,
that guy's made every movie in the last 18 months.
You know who's getting bad? Who's going downhill? Bruce Willis.
He's got a brain thing going on right now. Yeah,
does he?
Yeah, so he's definitely
like his last 6 movies. Like
it was all like C-rate movies.
Yeah, it was because he had debt too. But it was really because he can't remember lines, and most of the acting that he did was like isolated, and they're feeding him his lines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Pretty sad. But it's probably all from the cocaine he did.
Now I feel bad.
I mean, the guy was he did all the cocaine in the 80s.
What was that sitcom he was in the 80s?
Moonlighting
or something like that. Yeah,
Sybil Shepherd.
They were all
for real, man. Real. I mean, Die Hard. Yeah. Die Hard wasn't a movie. It was,
just him on a coke binge.
Him on a coke binge.
He wasn't after no detonators. They stole his coke and they just let him loose on the set.
Yeah, come to LA. It's gonna be fine. Take all my cocaine.
I mean, he smoked nonstop. He's like,
right, exactly. He's showing all the symptoms, all the signs, all the signs. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Well,
that would be funny.
I don't know. Well, we got a game for you guys.
We have a game.
We'll
what are we playing this week?
It's serial killers, stackers, the body stacking edition.
Oh, I like that. All right,
well, so we've done the face off before, right? So
yeah.
Serial killers in the past. This one is the body count edition, where we got fictional, the loved hackers of the 80s and 90s, and then we have some non-fictional slashers.
Like real.
The non-fictional side is a little disappointing. We tried to grab names that we haven't talked about previously.
Yeah.
So it's a smaller pool of people, but nonetheless. So yeah, fictional killers is what we're going off with first, right, Michael?
Yes, it is. First, we're going to transition while I set up the game.
Oh God, here's where the show goes to shit.
I filibustered for 15 minutes, Michael. What were you doing?
Wow, bam! There it is.
It worked. I don't have to shoot you.
All right. Are those the little soap? The soap balls?
Oh,
Yeah,
headshot.
those things are pretty rowdy. Are they biodegradable?
I don't know.
Can y'all see the screen?
I can't see shit.
Dan
just
can't
name
see
the
it. He's
names.
old. Okay.
You're the
Yes.
same age.
But I don't wear it so badly.
Because you got your eyes fixed. Don't even go there.
I have the same insurance, Dan.
Oh, maybe I should go to get I made my because we're driving to Atlanta for Mammoth Sniper Challenge and it's nighttime and I'm like, Timmy, you're all right. Like I just see shapes. I'm like, I have to squint. Don't get me wrong, or I wear my glasses, but you're like, I'm just going with the shapes, man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, when I was driving?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I just feel the road. It's like a Jedi
Here's
thing.
Tim driving. Tim. Oh.
I can multitask, Dan.
Oh my goodness. So we're gonna start with the non-fiction, the movie characters.
All right, nonfiction movie characters. Now, the criteria of the game is what, Michael?
We are gonna go through each. We're gonna start on nonfiction before we go to fiction. But you're gonna go through. So we'll have Freddy Krueger versus Ghostface. You all will debate
Like Ghostface from Wu-Tang?
from Scream.
Or Scream?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
From Scream, and then y'all will debate on who you think should move on to the next round, and we'll also rely on engagement from our viewers to
For
help us.
tiebreaker?
Yeah.
All right. Michael, you just made this shit up as you go along, don't you?
No,
No,
that's the way it goes. That's how the tournament works.
That's how the tournament works.
So,
All right, who's first?
first up, we have Freddy Krueger versus Ghostface.
All right. So we need to determine who's killed more people?
Who's killed more people and who's made a greater impact on?
Oh, on culture.
The Cruise, man.
Yeah, I think Freddy Krueger wins in both categories, right? You know,
Did
so
he just kill kids or was he a pedophile? I forgot.
So we were talking about that pre-show, right? So I think in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, they focus on the fact that Freddy Krueger was killed by the parents of the town for his pediddling with little children.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? They went that route?
Yeah.
I thought he was just killing them.
No.
That's why there was only one glove.
Well, he's probably killing. I don't know. Like, let's get some help from the crowd. Why did they kill Freddy Krueger? Why did the parents kill Freddy Krueger? But yeah, but I feel like he definitely leads the pack.
I thought he was the janitor in the school.
Something
and then
like
they
that.
threw him in the boiler. That's
Well,
right.
no, that was the early. There's Clive Barker, right? Did Clive Barker do a Nightmare?
I don't know. I was like 12.
I don't remember. I don't know who did the first series, but first series had Johnny Depp in it, and
Did it really?
Yeah, he got killed in the waterbed. Remember that scene where Freddy came out of the waterbed? That was pretty rad.
Yeah,
That was
cool
pretty rad.
scene.
I mean, I give Freddy props on the style of kill too.
Yeah, to mess with somebody in their dreams.
Yeah.
But then he makes the same mistake every time. And they all figure out that it's not real. I'm not afraid. You can't hurt me. And then the glove just goes through you like a ghost.
Yeah. What about Ghostface?
He's a pussy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Ghostface, the original Scream. Who played him in that? Who's in that?
The
Was
original.
I don't remember
Neve
who
Campbell when she was actually good looking.
I don't remember in the original who ended up being the killer.
It was that tall, wacky dude. Talks like that.
Was it the football player?
Too.
What's
Two.
two?
There's two killers. Her boyfriend.
Oh, her boyfriend and the other thing. I mean, it's just stupid. Like the whole thing of it is dumb.
Yeah.
Like
Wasn't there like three of those?
not a good story. The only thing that made Scream relevant is the cast that was in it was popular in that
Yeah, Nev Campbell.
that 90s culture. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
No.
It wasn't the zeitgeist for me.
No.
It wasn't the Krueger.
But they could have been more creative now.
I think didn't we get like right around the same time Jason Goes to Space?
So that one was.
Wait, that was
96 was the first one. Jason Goes to Space.
Like Jason 10, that was
2001.
Oh, okay. So
They
right around
actually-
time period.
Sent Jason into space.
Yeah, Jason X. Yeah, he was in space, man. Then he comes back to Earth and he fucks a bunch of people up.
That started SpaceX.
Became Elon Musk. Watch out, Zuck. All right, so I'm gonna go with Freddy Krueger.
Me too.
Freddy Krueger all the way around.
Gotta go with the Kroogs.
Yeah, what's up with the chat? Somebody in the chats.
I'm not seeing chats. They disappeared.
They disappeared. All right.
Hey,
what's next?
Chat us in so we know it's still working.
Say hi.
Hi. All right, next we have Michael Myers versus Chucky, the child.
Chucky, Michael Myers. I like the new Michael Myers that they've done. And you know that was all done by who's the guy? Dave. Oh man, what's his name? It's gonna blow your mind once I figure it out. It's the guy that plays what's his name?
Dave Chappelle?
No, he's the had the HBO, the baseball show where he's the redneck pitcher. What was that show called?
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. Who's the guy that plays that guy? The main dude. He's the producer. He produced all the new Halloween.
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride did all the new Halloween movies.
Oh, no way.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm going to go with Chucky.
Chucky?
That thing gave me more nightmares.
I can't. I gotta do Michael Myers.
I got to do Chucky because he can just slash Michael Myers' Achilles tendon.
What I didn't like about Chucky was, they brought in the mystical, magic of it, like, soul possession, blah, 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 blah. Like, I like the idea of just a dude that's just mentally unhinged and just killing everybody.
But at least they gave him a bride of Chucky, and Chucky got laid. Michael Myers, nothing.
He was going after his sister.
The typical serial killer.
Yeah.
I still have that toaster.
All right,
bathtub.
I'll defer to that.
We'll defer to the chat room.
Michael all day. I
just didn't like him. I mean, he was incest. All he did was try to get his sister.
Well, he wasn't. He was trying to murder her.
Yeah, was he though?
Was he?
Or was it
he wasn't like a peeping Tom.
Nah, I think he was one of those sexually aroused serial killers that the sister would have been the topping on the cake. And
that's strange, Dad.
I think Michael Myers had a greater impact on just movie
culture.
In general.
Yeah. I mean, The Mask was the face of what's his name?
I'll give you that because Chucky's a little
Shatner.
off the wall.
William Shatner.
Michael Myers before they killed him 90,000 times is more plausible. At least the first one.
Yeah.
Because he could have had one of those,
Michael Myers.
I'll go with Michael because he could have had one of those. What's that disease where you don't feel any pain whatsoever?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think that's what he had.
Nope.
He couldn't feel pain or pleasure, so he got it through murder.
Well,
there's a backstory here.
There's a backstory.
Congenital insensitivity to pain, CIPA.
Yeah.
SIPA.
And endriosis.
Sounds very medical.
Yeah. Moving on.
All right, Michael Myers for the win.
We have Jigsaw versus Leatherface.
Oh, man.
I got to go with Jigsaw on this one. He's just more creative, like we talked about earlier.
Now, I would say if you paired Jigsaw against the guy from Seven, sure. But, Leatherface is just going to beat this little doll into oblivion.
Nah, I don't know. He'd rig his chainsaw. He'd do something with it. Leatherface was nothing but
he's brute force.
The special ed version of anything. He just ran around. I'm going to eat you with my parents for Thanksgiving.
I think it's brute force. I don't think this is categorized correctly.
Saw too creative. He would rig the chainsaw to where when he goes to start it, the chain would wrap around his wrist and just.
Would he jig the saw?
Or he put him in a room and all jigsaws, and you either had to do something to basically almost kill yourself or grab the chainsaw and die. Yeah. And he's Leatherface. He's not that bright. Yeah. He just runs around, you guys. He reminds me of Sloth from the Goonies as a serial killer.
Hey, you guys. Yeah. I mean, I think you're right.
I'm going with the wit over brute force on this one.
He would jig the saw.
He would.
I gave up on Saw after Saw 4. And there's like 10 of them now, right?
Yeah, it does get
coming on. Saw 10.
Oh.
Are rebooting that whole series.
But.
Well, all right. Well, what'd you say?
I'm going with Saw.
You going with the Jigsaw? I'm for the sake of argument. We'll go with Jigsaw.
All right. We have Jason Voorhees versus Norman Bates from Psycho.
Interesting. Again, Norman Bates. That's another dude with a mother problem.
Mommy issues all day.
Yeah. So did Jason. Jason had a mommy issue.
But he didn't have to hide behind a mask like a bitch.
Who? Like Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he lured unsuspecting women in. Like, that's predatory.
That's true too.
Yeah, Jason just wholesale killed everybody.
Yeah, he was indiscriminate.
Yeah.
Norman Bates was more like, he beat up on women. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Jason at least, equal opportunity slasher.
Like, one of my favorite scenes of all the Jason franchises is when he puts that woman in the sleeping bag and just starts bashing the sleeping bag against the tree. That is the most savage depiction of violence I've ever seen on television.
Talk about beating your meat.
Oh.
He wanted it tenderized. Oh man, yeah. That was fucking rowdy.
That was pretty good.
Rowdy. So I'm gonna go with Jason Voorhees on that
me
one.
too. I can't.
Yeah, Jason's the king. He's the king of horror.
Yeah.
Like the biggest disappointment that I ever had in the horror movie genre was the you remember the hype of when for years we always wanted to see Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
And then the Freddy vs. Jason came out and like, what the hell did I just watch? This is so lame. Like it didn't do anything. It didn't capture any of the what it could have been.
No.
It was a big disappointment.
Yeah.
So let's see. Are we getting to the semifinals?
Yeah, we'll move it forward. Freddy Krueger versus Michael Myers. Who we got? Michael Myers on my end.
I gotta go with Freddy on this one because if they're battling it out, at least Freddy's weapons are strapped.
Yeah.
Michael just.
I'm gonna go like this one for me is real versus the tangible versus intangible. Michael Myers is more frightening to me.
No,
because like Jason, you can't get away from Michael. He is going to find you, and he doesn't run.
He doesn't.
Like that's the most terrifying thing in the world. Is like,
but at least you'd be awake, and you could there's countermeasures when you're awake. Like, but if you're stuck in dreamland, did you really die?
I think this is personal to Dan. I think he's gone through it.
Then again, like I said, you can stand up to Michael Myers and be like, I ain't afraid of you, and still get killed. You can stand up to Freddy Krueger and say, I ain't afraid of you, bitch, let's go, and you won't get killed. So you're right.
Yeah, Michael Myers, good. That's good call.
Yeah, I have to really think about it. This is where I go to escape to not think.
All right. Now we have Jigsaw versus Jason.
Jason all day.
I'm gonna go with Jigsaw.
How? That's not even real.
He'll set up a trap. Saw was more real than anything.
Yeah, but again, Jason has clearly shown that he can be dismembered and still come back to life and kill you.
Saw can just room after room after room after room. Come on, come back. All right, next room. Shing, 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 shing. I
don't.
Creativeness between and Saw.
I'll give Jigsaw the creativity for the kill.
Yeah, no.
Right? But I'm going to give Jason like the points for the kill.
I'm not deviating on this one.
Really?
There's no way.
Michael.
Let us know in the comments.
Michael, what are your thoughts? Jason? Or Jigsaw? Really? Jigsaw? Man, you guys.
Dude, it's creative, man. The creative and give him time to think about it even longer.
I don't know.
Jason would be
that's a hard one for me.
Trapped and all that stuff.
The mind games.
Yeah, Jason be chasing around the little guy and the little fake thing on the bike.
Yeah,
and Jason just can't catch him. Just laps around him. They'd be confused forever.
Yeah, okay. I'm sticking with Jason. Sticking with Jason on that one. So I think we're at an impasse. Mike, you're the break.
Jigsaw mind games.
Jigsaw? Yeah. Oh my God.
I think Dan needs a win too.
Come on. All right. Jigsaw for the win.
All right, let's move to the real ones.
Right, so who's the winner of that one? Like of that. So Jigsaw. The final was it Jigsaw versus Krueger?
It was Jigsaw versus Myers.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's all right. So we'll come back to that one.
Yep.
All right.
So we have Harold Shipman versus Aileen Wuornos.
Who the hell are these people?
I have notes in front of you.
Harold Shipman is he's a Brit.
The
Yeah,
British killer.
And who's he up against?
he is up against Aileen Wuornos. She was a female that killed 7 men.
I don't see.
Okay. All right. I'm familiar with the Shipman story.
Yeah, but he killed old ladies and stuff.
Yeah, he was a doctor. 200 people.
I don't care. I'm going with the female just because there are very, very, very few female serial killers.
Yeah, that is very true. Why are there so little female serial killers?
Lack of mommy issues, maybe?
They don't have to
Well,
worry.
I think you just hit something, sir.
Yeah, lack of mommy issues, and they don't have a wee that they have to worry about working.
I think we just solved.
We did it right here.
But most of these
Right here
are
at Full
all
Gruntle.
Say-
white men, too.
yeah, it's always white dudes. Like white people be crazy, man. Like when people say that, I'm like, no, you're fucking right. I mean, there's been very few other ethnicities that were serial killers and or females.
Yeah, the female part is really peculiar.
Yeah.
She got hurt by these men.
But the ones that do are like so off the chain. Like,
Well, at that time, it was maybe she hid that she self-identified as a white boy.
oh my god, it's terrible. All right, I'm gonna go with the female there.
All right, we'll move on. Luis Gravito versus Richard Ramirez.
Oh, Richard Ramirez.
Wow.
Man, remember that story?
Yeah. Wow. I don't have the Richard Ramirez part. But
Yeah,
Whatever.
these
I know-
notes
I
are
know the name.
these notes are incomplete.
Notes are horrible.
All right,
Went right past
I'm gonna
the
go with
sidewalk.
Ramirez.
I'm
on
going to
this
go
one.
Ramirez too.
Yeah,
Clement killer for targeting young boys, one of the deadliest serial killers in history. Yeah, but that's Colombia.
yeah, that's
people
pretty
kill
standard.
each other like all the time.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna go with Ramirez.
Ramirez is a little bit more sick.
I don't have the data in front of me though.
Me either.
Just,
It just feels right.
The name rolls off the tongue.
It just feels right. All right, who's next?
we've got Theodore Bundy versus Albert Fish.
Oh, Teddy, huh?
Teddy, he was such a classy killer, man.
Who was Albert Fish?
Albert Fish.
Albert Fish. He was the guy that ran the Chicago Hotel. If I'm correct, it is the Congress Hotel. He was murdering women in the hotel.
Mm-hmm. He was known as the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria. He,
Am I not correct then?
American serial killer, rapist, child molester, and cannibal. He would eat his victims.
Ooh, yummy. How many did Fish kill?
It was about 40,
40. And he ate them.
40.
but they think up to 100.
Ted Bundy. He was a likable killer.
He was. He's too lovable for me. I'm going to go with the other guy because he ate the people.
Yeah. Albert Fish, he was savage.
Yeah.
He was savage. Yeah,
Albert
we
Fish.
talk about Ted Bundy too much on this show.
Yeah, we do. I'm tired of the Teds.
Tired of Ted Bundy. All right, who's next?
All right, Ted Bundy.
Who's the loser?
Oh,
What's up, Tyler? How you doing?
you said Ted Bundy was the loser?
Yeah. We went with
Yeah.
Albert Fish.
We are negating Ted Bundy from the show.
Okay. So we can go.
Is he still alive? Can we get him as a guest or
Who,
something?
Ted? No,
Oh.
he got fried up, man.
I think they're releasing the Bundy tapes, the conversation with his dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, those. Yeah, he was towards the end, man. He was over the edge. He was a showman.
Towards the
All right, we have.
Like when he was in prison. Like if you followed that story
No,
where he represented himself as an attorney.
Oh, that or yeah.
Wow. All right.
Next up, we have Andrei I can't say that, and John Wayne Gracie.
The Rostov Ripper.
Soviet serial killer who mutilated and murdered women and children over a 12-year period.
53 kills.
How many did John Wayne Gacy end up killing? Like 70, 75?
Yeah, it was close to 100.
Was that the clown dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago freaking politician like guy.
Like, part of me is like, I'm tired of clown.
33 young boys and men.
That's like that they found, but he admitted to like something like 70 or some shit.
Yeah, it was high.
Yeah.
Let's go with him because I'm not giving Russia a win here.
No, and it's I mean, right. Good call. Good
He
call.
probably just went on a vodka binge or something.
Oh my goodness. All
yeah.
right. So let's go to next is we have Arlene versus Richard Ramirez.
Ooh, that's a
Aileen,
tough one.
sorry.
Aileen. I think she's got to go all the way to the top.
You think so?
It's our only female slasher, real life slasher.
And she
Like I just promote her.
like most, and I'm going to say most of these guys went after women and kids. You know that they can kind of overpower. She went after men.
Yeah, that's pretty savage. Pretty savage. I think no contest all the way to the top. Who's she pairing off against?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's Albert Fish or John Wayne Gacy next.
Let's kill them both.
I mean, John Wayne Gacy, I think, is a savage motherfucker.
It's the whole clown thing throws me.
Like,
It's creepy.
yeah, I mean, he was luring young boys
Hey,
from the
kids,
parties that he was going to.
it's a freak.
It's weird, man.
Check out this balloon animal.
He was like a pillar in his community too.
Yeah, he
church
was,
and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the
yeah.
church, he's like a political organizer. He was pretty big in Chicago
Maybe he had
politics.
altar boy issues.
There was some religious problems in his early years. Yeah, he's savage, but I'd still pick the female.
Yeah.
So now we get to Michael Myers versus Aileen. Wrapping it up.
Michael Myers.
Oh, Saw versus Alien.
Wait, who's Alien?
Saw won.
You're right. Sorry. Jigsaw.
Jigsaw versus Jason.
No.
Jigsaw versus Aileen.
Oh, Aileen. Oh,
You got to remember Michael's accent. Oh, no, Aileen.
all right.
I try. I grew up in the
Aileen versus Jigsaw. I mean, you make a pretty
Aileen.
substantial argument that he's a thoughtful
But he's a
killer.
dude. So she could probably lure him in.
Who did in the whole franchise? I don't even remember who was the
Old guy dying of cancer or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he was just using this doll
Yeah, it was just a scared
gimmick.
Yeah, it was just a gimmick. Whatever.
Yeah. See, I don't like gimmicks.
Because she can go, yeah, I'll play a game. You want to play a game? And he'd be like, well, I'm going to die
I'd like to-
soon.
Do we have any examples of how she murdered people?
Was she good looking?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because a good looking woman can lure a guy. Have you been to a strip club in the military town? Good women lure guys into doing dumb shit all the time.
I thought I had 6 girlfriends, Dad.
And they all loved you.
I think she was prostitution.
Oh,
Ah,
She would
see.
bring her Johns in, or
it's almost like you knew that, Dan. Were you
I'm
setting me up?
assuming. I'm assuming that
She
she did. Yeah.
she would rob them and kill them.
Oh, okay. Rob, then kill. Oh,
Well,
right.
you know, Jigsaw's got needs too. So he's roaming the streets. He's like, you know what? I'm a little tired of killing people today. I think I want to get my rocks off a different way.
Oh my goodness!
And then she can lure him in and take him out.
And how many men did she kill?
She killed 7
7
within a 1 year period.
within 1 year.
7 in a year. I
I
mean,
mean, that's pretty.
Saw movies come out once every 2-3 years, and he's only killing 4 people in that time frame.
Yeah.
4 or 5. So
Right.
she's got
What was her stature? Do we have a height, weight?
We have.
Do we have a picture?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. It's not as exciting, I think.
When did she do these crimes?
Between 1989 and 1990.
Oh, so she.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So she's probably from Middle America.
Yep.
Kansas.
I like how he's like really.
Oh yeah, she
Oh.
looks like she's from the Great Plains.
Oh yeah, she looks like who's that character that Charlize Theron played?
Look at that one. Look at this next photo he's going to bring up.
Ah!
Kill
I
you.
take back my last The only thing she's killing are meth heads.
Well, look at all those
I
eyes.
think no,
She's got
no.
crazy eyes. She
I'm
has got crazy
That's
eyes.
scarier than Jigsaw.
I'm switching my answer.
She's the one.
I'm switching my answer. I'm going with
Is
Jigsaw.
she that intense all the time? Like every photo is her with these these piercing eyes.
Come here, boy.
Wow.
Dude, I think she's way below Jigsaw's standards, though.
Like what, his ability to kill?
No.
Oh man, I don't know. Where's she from? What? These are all important questions.
What in the world?
Well, let's look at the biography. She is from.
Dude, look up Charlize Theron in that movie. That
No.
was
Let's
in.
keep him on task. I want to know how tall she was.
Looks exactly.
What is
like
her weight? And where is she from?
That one picture doesn't look so bad.
It's
Florida.
very 80s.
Florida.
Okay.
Florida woman.
I thought Midwest. I mean, those were like
Well,
that's.
When's the last time you've been to Florida?
She's got those farming eyes.
Florida is like it's like 4 or 5 nice cities and then nothing but a whole 9-hour state of trailer parks.
Yeah. How tall and how much did
She
she
was
weigh?
5'4",
Ooh.
weight 137.
5'4", 137.
5'4", 137.
She's round.
Munster, Florida.
Oh,
Monster. Yeah.
oh, Monster. Yeah.
Look up Charlize Theron. She's just, like the character she.
I'm going to go with Eileen. She's a short little powerhouse,
I gotta disagree. I'm gonna go back to Saw.
and she's got a lot of guts, putting herself out in the prostitution ring.
Well, there's a demo for everybody. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No,
No.
not
Different
even
movie.
close. Not even
Yeah,
close.
different movie.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going with Eileen over.
I'm gonna go with
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. I don't think he's gonna fall for that.
He's not going to fall
Well,
for that.
he's dying
No.
of cancer.
Yeah, but I mean, I still think he has some standards because if she was better looking than the women that he traps, then I would say he'll fall for her game. No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So what you're saying, man?
I
Jigsaw's the winner?
wouldn't touch that with Michael's penis and JD pushing.
Oh,
That's a bit much, Dan. So this show is all about theater. All right. Well, so who's the winner then?
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. That is so lame.
Yes.
It's fictional.
It's plausible.
Let us
though.
know in the.
It's not plausible because
chat.
someone would already have done it.
They probably have. But they watched the movie so they didn't get caught. It's plausible though. It could actually happen. Jason Voorhees, Mike Myers, that's all.
Yeah, but this alien chick really happened 7 times.
Yeah, I'm not
In 1 year.
Is she still alive?
No.
Is she up for parole?
No.
No.
You know why?
She killed herself?
Saw can trap her with some freaking Pabst Blue Ribbon, a pack of Marlboro Red, and a little bag of meth, and she's trapped.
Yee. She died in 2002.
She died of what? What'd she die of? Wasn't age.
Lethal injection
Oh, they murdered her.
by
See?
the Florida State
Or they
Prison.
put her down.
Yeah.
She said, "I'd just like to say I'm sailing with a rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus."
What?
Those were her last words.
What?
She put some thought into that one.
Oh boy, that's crazy.
Her last meal was meth.
Sprinkled over steak.
And she wanted the injection so she could feel comfortable while she's
man.
dying.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Hope you had a couple laughs with us. Dan, what's the ass report?
I don't know, but I got to go to HR right after this now.
Oh yeah,
It's your day off.
I think you're getting text messages.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
It's nice out.
Yeah,
Like,
it's tolerable.
it's 73 in San Antonio. It feels like it's wintertime.
Yeah.
In San Antonio.
Yeah, it's finally here.
It's finally here. 70s.
What is
Winter
it? What's
here.
that? What's that? Game of Thrones.
Winter's coming.
Winter is here, and
It'll be 89 next week.
winter is here. Have no fear. You don't have to shower 3 times a day. Just twice.
That was not
with the direction I thought it was going.
That had no iambic
My
pentameter.
brain
That had
almost
no.
spit something else out that I cannot say on the.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in San Antonio, you know what it's like out here.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again next week, guys. So until then, be kind to one another, wash those stinking hands, and we'll see you soon.
My name's Alan Chason. I'm a firefighter, engineer, lieutenant with Community Fire. I work out of Station 2. Right from the Boy Scouts into ROTC, United States Navy, hospital corpsman, got out, became a paramedic. I've been a paramedic for about 42 years. The diversity of the community has a huge impact on how we respond, not necessarily in terms of how long it takes us to get there and what we actually do for them. It's no different than if you're in the nice side of town versus the bad side of town. Everybody gets the same treatment. You know, we deal with a lot of bad situations for some people. Some not, in our eyes, might not be as bad as others, but to the person that's going through that event, it could be catastrophic in terms of what they're dealing with. And we basically have to go in there and solve the problem for them, but we want to do it in a manner that's cohesive to public service, representation of the fire department, you know, do the best job that we can to help them get through the traumatic event that they're dealing with. My thing is I have to think about the community as my own family, and the better I am at taking care of them, the better I am at